And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Here's the veteran second baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. He's got it, and there's one away. Here's Dave Martinez lined up for the Nationals. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Juan Yepez.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. One down, base is empty. That's too low. 2-2. Got him swinging.
Batting third, center
up now
fielder,
for Washington, Eric Olson. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, first
and
baseman,
now it's Juan Yepez. He swings and fouls one off. Nola fires. Runner on the go. Got him looking. And that'll do it. Nationals lead 1. Phillies coming up to hit. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in Philadelphia. And on the mound in this one, Jackson Jobe. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Bottom of the first, here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one outside, 3-1. Ripped to third. One up, one down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. One out, bases empty. And that one ripped into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
Batting third, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Two down, bases empty. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Called strike three on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. No score. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. That one in for a strike, 2-2. Just misses with that one. Three-two. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Ramon Laureano. That one a little bit high. 2-1. On the ground, right side, but it kicks foul. No score here in the second. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. That one hammered center field. That's back. And it's off the batter's eye. His second home run of the series. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. The great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
So 2 away with nobody on. Nasim Nunez, the next to hit. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner at first with 2 away. Next for the Nationals is the DH. There goes the runner. Up the middle, stop. Whips it to first, and the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber matched a homer in his last game. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and quickly 1 away in the second.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
And now it's Alec Bohm. And delivers outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Off to a strong start, Siggy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Right through there for a strike. Two outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Phillies down in order. They trail here 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Rosario.
Yes, never stop me from being a good wager. I get respect from observers, no public enemy. I'm the white Mary Dad Chuck D in my community. I burn oil on the skillet. A favorite brand, Rio.
To the right side. Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Up next for Washington, left fielder Stone Garrett.
So digging in, Stone Garrett.
Boog, we're watching a pitcher in Nola that flew through the Phillies minor league system. He was drafted in 2014 and made his major league debut the following year. You can't ask for much more from the 7th overall pick in the draft. Man, the scouts got it right.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, you rarely ever see
batting,
3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
On the ground to the left. Boom. Throws on to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 1 and the Phillies nothing. As we go to the last of the third, Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Brandon Marsh.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. That one hit to right. And that's a foul ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fastball is outside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it's caught for the out.
Batting 8th, catcher
JT Realmuto steps in. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Throws across the diamond, and Realmuto is out.
Batting 9th, shortstop Trey Turner.
Trey Turner at the plate. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
2 out, space is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Juan Yepez. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Marsh on the move. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting catcher Keibert Ruiz.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Just missed. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black.
Right fielder,
Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Laureano comes up to hit. Laureano needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Line drive, Adam in center field. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they're on top 1-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. This is Bryson Stott.
Second baseman.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Yepes throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Johan Rojas.
Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. In the air, right field. Laureano trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Bryce Harper.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Into the bullpen and gone. He hammers one out to center. His 18th home run of the season, and this game is tied. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. 2 down, nobody on. And Schwarber strikes out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. All even at 1 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
From the mud, I'm talking about the slums from a city where it's wicked. Most people scared to come, scared to box. They're running, get they from the area. Was all about the funds, put my people on. Now it's the vision, everybody in competition on the same mission. So why they dish? Don't nobody play.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Stott over to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Nasim Nunez will hit next. Swings through that one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dylan Cruz.
And now up for Washington, Dylan Cruz. Started after it. Appeal to first. Did not go. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 5th. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Second baseman Ahmed
So
Rosario.
the Nats lineup turns over, and now it's Ahmed Rosario.
Runner,
2
yes,
outs.
yes.
Runner takes off. Nope. Pitch is high. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Here's a 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Stone Garrett in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Cruz at second with 2 down. Swing, and that ball smashed down a line. Into the corner, but foul.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We all just jumped across that line. Honey, I'll bring you with me if I know you have the time.
And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off
We
for
head to the bottom of the
Phillies.
5th. And the
Third
batter now,
baseman,
Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
The 1-1. On the ground to third. Fair ball.
Now batting, right
Here's
fielder,
Nicholas Castellanos.
Castellanos.
And that one fouled off. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. And there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Line drive. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Edge of the zone for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Pitch misses there. It's 2-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Here's Trey Turner. That one missing inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. Nunez. 3rd out. So they strand a pair. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Stone Garrett.
Hey, now, haven't you heard? It's a brand new day. You can't bring me down, I'm on top of the world. So chuck it on my way. Like a butterfly cruising in the sky. No, you can't touch me. So bring it on, today can't go wrong. Might wanna follow me. Step outside your mind.
That one missed.
Well, these Nats showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
And now it's filled up. Foul tip into the mid, struck him out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Now here is Eric Olson. Here's a 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
That's down and in.
2-2 to count.
In the dirt, and the count is filled up.
Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Got him swinging. Whip number 9 for him in this game. 9.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring about it, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Here's Juan Yepes. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. So they go quietly there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. Well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. And now 2 balls and a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Orlando Ribalta preparing to come on if needed. Thompson getting cranked up as well. next offering his foul back. And that one is downstairs, and it's 3-2. There's a swing and a drive. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced. He squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Rojas digs in now. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Man at second. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. In the air, out towards left center. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3
Now
innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
Harper.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Now batting.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Schwarber.
Look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swung on. Broken back grounder to third. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. One left for Philadelphia. Still tied 1-1. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. Stepping in, Keibert Ruiz. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jose Alvarado getting loose out there. Strom warming up as well. And a ball and 2 strikes. And a base hit up the middle. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog.
Right
A bit of a
fielder,
lost start for
Ramon
some, so that was
Laureano.
nicely done to beat the odds. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Go-ahead run on base. Ramon Laureano digging in for the Nationals.
1 strike.
That misses, and it's 2-1. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. And that's down and away.
On this count, runner Not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And he walked him. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Aaron Nola's day comes to an end, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching
out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jose Alvarado.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Now the third baseman, Andres Chaparro.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Good job to fight that one off. Backed off the plate that time. Ruiz at second. Laureano on at first with nobody out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning. And that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his glove.
So up next, Nasim Nunez. 2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, that's a ball.
Right side. Lunges, but it gets down. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still one away.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big-time swing when this team really needed it. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. And a count 1-2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Tosses to first, he's out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
High fly ball out to center field. Marsh moves under it. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Nationals 2 and the Phillies 1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Orlando Ribalta.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
Third baseman, Alex Bones.
If you find someone that disagrees, please tell me. Nothing ever changed but the money, yeah, I'm still me. But I think they forgot what I've accomplished. Went from up and coming to stunting, my flow's polished. Every time I touch the mic, I leave people astonished. Spoken right into existence.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. Fastball is outside. Got him. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses, and it's 3-2. Brandon Marsh in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Phillies, center fielder.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Squirts away a little bit, and the runner holds. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Out towards left center. Garrett on the move. He's got it. That's out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now it's JT Realmuto. Two outs. Late with the swing there.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
This one popped up. Chaparro. That is the inning. Phillies strand 1, and they trail it here 2-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the
25.
8th. Matt Strom.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. That one off the mark, and it's 2-1. just missed. Leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his
Now
spot.
batting,
Hitter
number
didn't
2.
offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the center fielder, Eric Olson. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Late on that fastball.
Well, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Marsh pulls that one down, 1 away. Juan
Up
Yepez
next for
now at the plate.
Washington, first baseman Juan Yepez.
Man at first, 1 away. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab for the second out. K-Bert
Now batting,
Ruiz
catcher,
digging in for the
K-Bert
Nationals.
Ruiz.
Hit in the air left field. Rojas on his way over and makes the grab. And that is that. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Nationals 2 and the Phillies 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kyle
Now pitching
Finnegan.
for Washington,
These are the spots relievers
Number
really make a
67,
name for themselves. Late
Kyle
and
Finnegan.
close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Back in the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this
Shortstop,
season.
Trey Turner.
Late swing, fouled off.
No bets off the plate.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Bryson Stott in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
All over that one right there.
Now
Smash
batting,
that one through the infield
second
for the
baseman,
knock. When it's hit that hard, it
Bryson
makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
First and second, no outs. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Kyle Finnegan departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Now on the
Nationals.
mound for the Nationals, DJ
Number
Hurts.
77.
Well, the best relievers
DJ
love the
Hurts.
opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's Bryce Harper. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 away.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile on. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment when we get back on track. His team needs it.
And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching
We're
for
back.
the
It's the
Phillies.
top of the 9th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
68.
mound, Jordan Romano.
Jordan
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Romano.
quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run
Leading off
game.
for the Nationals,
Ramon Laureano
right fielder,
digging in
Ramon
for the
Laureano.
Nationals. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Andres Chaparro.
Now, Andres Chaparro. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Wide throw, and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Now batting, shortstop.
A potential double
Nassim
play ball hit to
Nunez.
first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman, he's got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
Up now for Washington, Nassim Nunez. Pitch is in there, and now 2-2. Chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. And that one is lifted in the air. Rojas moving under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. And that one is inside.
Ball 2.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. That one fouled off. 2-2. Two on, two outs. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. So a hit and an error in the inning, but they aren't able to score. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Nationals 2 and the Phillies 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Washington.
back, and here comes the closer, number 62.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And here comes
Moving
Alec
on
Bohm.
for the Phillies. Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
1-run game, bottom 9. And a count 1-2.
Ball 2.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. This one backs to left center, on its way, and that one's out of here. Home run number 20 on the year, and they tie it up. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Ripped to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Now it's going to be JT Realmuto. The 1-1, runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw to second, save. And the winning run is now in scoring position. The winning run on second base. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Around third. Here comes the throw. Across is the winning run, and the Phillies walk it off and win it 3-2.
Well, you come into the ninth inning down. First, you're looking to tie it. They did that, but then they got the extra to put themselves on top. These players knew exactly what it was going to take to win this ball game. I love it when you see a team find a way to win, and that's what they did today.
A 3-2 final score in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, today the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Jesus Luzardo. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
To the right side. Harper steps on the bag, and the first out of the game is an easy one. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup, this is not a team that's had much success driving the baseball so far this year. They have to rely on stringing hits together as opposed to scoring a lot of runs on homers, doubles, and triples. So it's hard to bunch runs together.
And that's exhausting when your team is at the bottom of the league in slugging percentage, and how much it takes, Boog, for you to put together a rally and put together a big inning. Just a difficult thing to do consistently over a long season. So somehow, some way, somebody's going to have to find some power in this lineup so that they can have some easier wins and enjoy this season a little bit more.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1 out, bases empty. cut on and lifted in the air. Turner settles underneath it, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
2 outs, base is empty. Eric Olson digging in for the Nationals.
No.
2 outs, base is empty. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back here in Philadelphia, and on the hill today, Jake Irvin.
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Just missed. And a base hit into right center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second.
So digging in, Johan Rojas. Irvin throws over, and he dives back in safely. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Next pitch is downstairs.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Stop. On at first, nobody out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Flips it. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here is Bryce Harper. Harper launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Right through there for a strike.
1 and 2.
Got him. 2 gone.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. That one almost got him.
1 strike.
And that'll load the bases.
Now, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That one not close. And that's ball 2.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
And he deals. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, and here's the first baseman, Juan Yepez. On the ground, Harper handles, throws to first, one up, one down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Right fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Second inning here, no score. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's 2 down.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there, not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck, and no one can get there. Around first, digging for 2. Relay to second, in there safely.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. And right back to the mound. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Dylan Cruz.
Man at second here with 2 away. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Lifted in the air, right field. Castellanos in position. He's got it. And that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 1 and the Phillies nothing. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We head to the bottom of the second. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 8, catcher J.T. Realmuto.
And up to the plate is J.T. Realmuto. 1 down, base is empty. Up and in, and a full count now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Here's Turner now. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're down 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. The 2-1. Fastball for a strike. The next offering misses. 3-2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So the batting order turns over. Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit. Luzardo with a throw over, and he's back in easily. Nobody out, runner at first. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Runner takes off, ball misses. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slings to first and one away in the top of the third.
Now batting, left fielder Stone Garrett.
Stone Garrett digging in for the Nationals. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw. Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Realmuto up with it. Fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 1 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Inside. That's ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. That one close, rule the ball. And now 3-2.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have gotten it. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Johan Rojas will hit next. Pulls that one foul. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, with no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And now here is Harper. Way out front for strike 2.
1-2.
And a 1-2. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Harper retired. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Nationals 1 and the Phillies nothing. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Castellanos makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Juan Yepez.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Nationals, Juan Yepez. Breaking ball misses down and away. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball.
Now batting, right fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Man at first with 1 gone. Laureano comes up to hit. That's off the mark, and a count 2-1. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Midway in the 4th, it's the Nationals 1 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
That one the other way. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And there's the ball. On the ground is short, and that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting.
Dominant
right fielder,
performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
One down. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. That one well upstairs, and it's 2-2. In the air, right side. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Two on, one out. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Right side, down the line, and it's foul. Here's the 2-2. And a good eye there.
That's a really good take.
JT Realmuto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. One out, runners at first and second. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Laureano on the move, heading back, and it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. And that's downstairs. And the count is 3-1. Trey Turner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. And now it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Trey Turner now. Here's a 1-1. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Right side, hard hit. They get the force, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Huge opportunity missed there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Nationals 1 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that is downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Now the catcher up to hit, Keibert Ruiz. Next offering is down low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one misses. 3-1 now. Fastball for a strike.
Count full.
Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first,
Yep, he's out.
and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dylan Cruz.
And now the DH, Dylan Cruz. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. This one popped up. Turner should have it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Nationals 1 and the Phillies nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. 2-2 now. This to third, and that's a fair ball. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. And now 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
In the air, left field, and it drops in. Runner around third. He'll score, and the Phillies tie the game. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1. Here comes Bryce Harper. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Save at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. That's off the inside corner, and the count's even at 2. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Line drive. And there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses. Throw to third. He's safe. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
One away with a runner at third. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball four to a board.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jake Irvin won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Nationals.
coming on, the veteran,
Number
Derek
58.
Law.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than one strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Boom. Digs in now. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 2-2.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Nick Castellanos getting ready to hit. Lifted in the air out to left. And that is the third out of the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top six. And now up for Washington, Nasim Nunez. Bunting, and it's in the air. Safe. He beats it out, and the go-ahead run is on to start the inning.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
So the lineup flips over. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
All tied up, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Not close with that one. 2-2.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, left fielder, Stone Garrett.
So up next, Stone Garrett. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. All tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
That one missed.
You know, these Phils putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
There's a strike, 95 of that one.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at-bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Garrett makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the catcher, J.T.
And now it is J.T. Realmuto. One down, base is empty.
Ball two.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Laureano brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Ripped on a line. Hauls it in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're through 6 full. All tied 1-1. Back here in Philadelphia, and now the center fielder, Eric Olson. Hard hit left side. Turner with the throw to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Next to hit for the Nats, Juan Yepez.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jose Alvarado appears to be getting loose. Banks also getting ready. Line to left. And foul ball. One down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Ramon Laureano.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Jesus Luzardo done for the afternoon, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jose Alvarado.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
Go ahead run on base. Ramon Laureano now at the plate. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Now pitching for Washington.
On the pitch now for the Nationals,
Number
Ryan
81.
Thompson.
He's averaging more
Ryan
than one hit
Thompson.
allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Welcome back as we take a
Leading
check
off
of the
for
current
the
standings.
Phillies, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
On the ground to third, Chaparro. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder, Johan Rojas.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Lifted in the air, right center field. Olsen sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Kyle Finnegan looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. Tosses to first. Harper retired. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. 8th inning coming up. All tied 1-1.
Let the beat smooth, you get up. Let the groove soothe, you get. Then let the beat smooth, you get up. So many things I try to say when I'm writing, and I find myself simply fighting the pen instead of igniting it.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Ross.
And one thing on him,
Now
he's been
pitching
really
for the
good this
Phillies,
season at keeping the ball in the
number
park.
41.
Not an easy guy to take deep.
Joe Ross.
Now the third
Leading
baseman,
off for the
Andres
Nationals,
Chaparro.
third baseman, Andres Chaparro.
I should stay considerate due to all this ignorance.
And that one fouled off. And now the count filled up 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Keibert Ruiz.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Keibert Ruiz. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one to first. Steps on first for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down,
Up
make the
next
pitch,
for
get the
Washington,
ground
the
ball.
designated
Excellent
hitter,
piece of work.
Dylan Cruz.
And next is the designated hitter, Dylan Cruz. And that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Next offering is foul back. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game.
Shortstop.
Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Go ahead run on base. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Nasim Nunez. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Now pitching for
Back
Washington.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
64.
bottom of the 8th. Orlando Revolta.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And now here is Kyle Schwarber.
Designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 and 2.
One and 2 here. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. 1 down, base is empty. And a count 1 and 2. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at second.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Score remains tied 1-1.
This is my grind, it's what I'm committed to. If it don't sound good, maybe it ain't for you. You want the stardom and the fame, but refuse to pay dues. Ain't nothing in this game getting handed.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
Whoa. 2 and 1.
Fastball right back to the mound. In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Up next for the Nationals, left fielder Stone
Garrett digs in now. One down, base is empty. Towards first, Harper. He takes it on his own, and that quickly 2 away. Eric Olson digging in for the Nationals.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good. Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
2 outs. And now the count is even. And downstairs. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Bohm makes the grab, and that's the inning. So they make short work of him there. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. All tied 1-1. Back here in Philadelphia, leading off, Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, we in go mode. Going. Yeah, we in go mode. Going.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Action in the pen down there. DJ Hers, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Number 62, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Up the middle, and it gets by him.
Always feels amazing getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Substitution being made at first. Pinch running here, Justin Crawford. No outs, runner at first. Here comes Real Muto. Grounded to third, could be 2. The throw to second is offline.
Now that is shortstop Trey Turner.
Here's Trey Turner.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Winning run out second, no one out. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That missed by a lot. 3-2 now. Bryson Stott in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Now batting.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Stott will hit next. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Fastball for a strike. Now 3-2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Johan Rojas.
And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. So they're all loaded up. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. And there's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So
it gets through, that's it. In comes the winning run, and they walk it off.
So you come into the 9th inning, it's a tied ball game. No one really wants to play extra, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one in the win column.
Final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Everything I did was selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed me. I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can see the residue that linger from your past. Create some cells. Father, I'm not perfect. I got urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die. Okay, Father, show me how. Tell me every deed that you done and what you do it for. I kept 100 institutions paid. Okay, tell me more. I put 100 hoods on one stage. Okay, tell me more. I'm trying to push peace.